In the dead of night, beneath a canopy of stars, Mark found himself driving along a desolate road that seemed to stretch into infinity. The asphalt ribboned into the darkness ahead, disappearing into a void that offered no end in sight. With each passing mile, Mark's unease grew, a gnawing sensation in the pit of his stomach. He glanced at the dashboard clock, but the numbers remained frozen, refusing to budge from midnight. As the hours turned into eternity, Mark's mind became clouded with doubt and fear. Had he taken a wrong turn somewhere? Was he trapped in some kind of twisted loop, doomed to wander this endless road forever? Finally, unable to bear the uncertainty any longer, Mark pulled over to the side of the road and stepped out into the cool night air. But to his dismay, he found himself standing in the same place he had started, surrounded by the same towering trees and weather-beaten signs. Panic gripped him as he realized the truth. He was trapped in a never-ending cycle, condemned to repeat his journey ad infinitum. Each step forward led him right back to where he began, a cruel mockery of progress. With no other options left, Mark resigned himself to his fate, trudging back to his car and continuing his journey into the unknown. And as the stars faded into the dawn, he disappeared into the endless expanse of the road, a solitary figure lost in the vastness of eternity. In the heart of the city, amidst the towering skyscrapers, there stood the enigmatic Zephyr Tower, a structure shrouded in mystery and whispered tales of the supernatural. In its depths, a woman named Emily found herself ensnared in a nightmare unlike any other. It began innocuously enough, with Emily stepping into the elevator after a long day's work, her mind preoccupied with thoughts of home and hearth. But as the doors closed behind her, she sensed an eerie stillness descending, suffocating her in its embrace. The elevator descended into the abyss, its descent accompanied by a haunting silence broken only by the rhythmic hum of the cables. Emily pressed the button for her floor, but to her horror, the elevator bypassed it entirely, stopping at floors that seemed to exist beyond the realm of reality. Each floor was a tableau of emptiness devoid of life or light, yet pulsating with an otherworldly energy that sent shivers down Emily's spine. She tried to scream, to call for help, but her voice was lost in the void, swallowed by the darkness that surrounded her. As the elevator continued its descent into madness, Emily felt her sanity slipping away, replaced by a primal fear that gripped her heart in its icy embrace. She knew not how long she had been trapped in this purgatory, nor did she dare to contemplate what awaited her at the end of this nightmarish journey. With each passing moment, Emily felt herself drawn deeper into the abyss, her mind maelstrom of terror and despair. And then, just when she thought she could bear no more, the elevator came to a sudden halt, its doors sliding open to reveal nothing. Emily stood on the threshold of oblivion, her eyes wide with horror as she gazed into the yawning void before her. And then, with a deafening roar, the darkness consumed her, swallowing her whole and leaving nothing behind but an echo of her screams, lost in the abyss of the Zephyr Tower.